Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's your guy Prince TV 05. If you have not subscribed, please try to subscribe to the channel. This is a place where we try to break things down. This is a channel where we try to break whatever they say in the parliament. This is a channel where we analyze everything that is happening in the parliament concerning this document issue and other issue that may come in as further notice. So guys, without wasting much time, let's try to get updates and know what is going again now, because the minister have come out to answer many questions concerning this particular sanatoria. So now let's go to it and then read and see what he's saying. As it said here, he said, so guys, as it said here, let's try to read and know what is going on about the issue now. So he said, in order to apply for a resident permit for work following the regularization procedure, does a foreigner who has already submitted a request for international protection renounce the application submitted? So now here he's saying that person will say he already applied for asilo political international protection, whether the person go renounce, go stop that application so that he go fit go do this sanatoria. So now let's try to know the response from the minister. Now the minister said here, to apply for a resident permit for work following the regularization procedure, the foreign citizen is not required to renounce the request for international protection. In the event that after obtaining a resident permit, the worker is also recognized international protection, most option for one of the two titles. You understand? So what they try to explain here now, we say, even if say you don't ask the question to get international protection like asilo political, you still get the right to apply for this sanatoria. So let's get deep and see what she's still saying here. He said, this response follow many police headquarters that face asylum seekers to sign the waiver of their application for international protection. So this applicant can also participate in this regularization if they have all the other requirements. So if you have all what they require for this sanatoria, like all the sectors they mentioned for now, you can apply this sanatoria even if your case is in court or anywhere. So now here he said again, if case of two positive answer, it will be possible to choose one of the two type of resident permit, that is for international protection or for work reason. So if in case the two now come out positive, you get the two, you have to choose one of these documents, either international protection, that is asilo political, or you choose the one of work reasons. Okay, so now let's try to see another question again that was being thrown again. He said here, a worker after obtaining following regularization resident permit can only be employed in the three sectors indicated in Act Paragraph 3 of Decree Law 38 2020. So now, what this question was all about is that if person gets this sanatoria now, if he gets this sanatoria document, so then now more say now only these sectors where they put, so now the work now you go fit renew the document, abi you fit you need the document for other sort of, like you get this document, you can't get another work like from Fabrica or any place, whether you feel still renew this document with this same sectors. So now let's try to hear the response from the minister. He said here, the resident permit for work obtained following the regularization procedure allow the worker to be able to carry out any work activity afterwards. So he said this document, after having it allow you to carry out any work activity, because automatically document have already changed to motivo di lavoro. Okay, let's hear more explanation on this. This means that those who have had a resident permit for work reasons in this regularization can also work in other sectors. There will be no obligation to remain solely in sectors such as agriculture or domestic work. The only obligation remains to work and then be able to demonstrate that you have a legitimate source of income not less than the amount of the social allowance to renew this resident permit. Okay, so that is for that. Let's go to question number 4 here. It said here now, is it possible to apply for regularization in the case of a worker with an expired identity document or passport, or in possession of an identity certificate issued by the diplomatic representation of the foreigner? Okay, so now let's see the response of the minister. The minister said, yes, the application can also be submitted indicating the details of the expired document, identity certificate, or expired resident permit, but at the time of signing the resident contract, the worker must be provided with an identity document or equivalent valid to be shown together with the document indicated in the application. In the event that the worker cannot indicate the details of one of the documents mentioned above, the number and the date of receipt of the resident permit application issued by the competent police headquarters can be used. All right, so let's go forward. And here again, here he said, here the possession of a passport or another equivalent document is still mandatory. That is, it can replace a passport that has already expired. You will need to have a valid one when you go to the immigration desk of the prefectura to sign the resident contract. All right, so that is the question number 4, and the answer was there. Okay, let's go to the question number 5 that was being thrown to minister. So another question here said, is it possible to sign the employment contract if the worker does not yet have a valid identity document? All right, so let's hear the answer to this question. The minister now responded, in the event that the foreigner citizen was not yet in possession of an identity document at the time of the convocation for the stipulation of a resident contract, the same can be deferred for a suitable period to integrate the missing documentation. This means that if at the time of the convening at the prefectura's immigration desk to sign the resident contract in the absence of the employee's identity document, this contract will not be signed, but another appointment will be set pending this document identity. You understand? So that is that for that. So guys, let's try to go more forward and hear more answers and respond about this senatorial document. So the question number 6 that was being thrown here said, the certificates made up of documentation issued by public body are one of the ways in which to prove the presence of the foreign citizen in Italy before March 8, 2020. What are the public body and what are the documents? So the question. Now let's hear the response from the minister. The minister said, by public body are meant public, private, or municipal entitled that institutional or by delegation perform a function or public attribution or public service. By way of example, the following document can be demonstrated on the national territory: medical certificate from a public or affiliated structure, certificate of school enrollment of children, public name card, certificate from police force, ownership of the telephone card or contract with Italian operator, documentation relating to service provided by postal line. So postal line, okay. This one is explaining how it can show, like things that can show that you have been in Italy since the 8th March 2020. That is this explanation they are trying to make here now. So now let's try. That is the information the minister dropped on her page yesterday. So that was the information that the minister declared that yesterday. So I said, let me come here, update my people so that they can still know what is going on this sanatoria. So now anytime they put any kind of sectors again, because now the information is getting that they have to put some people again so that this sanatoria can get to everyone. So subscribe to this channel, stay tuned to this channel, more updates will be coming, and then you share out the video so that it can get to everyone. Everybody will be a beneficiary of this news. So share out the screen so that everyone can benefit. Stay safe till next time. I will be yours.